Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing regions in the world for gaming, with millions of young players driving the rise of mobile and competitive esports. In countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, the gaming has become more than just a pastime. It's a cultural phenomenon, powered by the high mobile penetration and a passion for competition. Yet despite this, Riot Games, League of Legends, one of the world's most iconic and popular multiplayer games, has failed to capture the same momentum in this region. Why? What factors contributed to its struggles in a region otherwise prime for multiplayer online battle arena, or MOBA for short? From infrastructure challenges to local competitors and missed opportunities, the journey of League of Legends in Southeast Asia is a story of misstep and mistiming. Let's begin by exploring the roots of the MOBA phenomenon in this region with Blizzard's Defense of the Ancient, or DOTA, as the original giant of the genre. In the early 2000s, Southeast Asia wasn't yet known for its booming gaming industry. PCs in home were rare, internet connections were slow, and the games were primarily played in public spaces known as cyber cafes. But in these modest settings, one game began to dominate the scene: Blizzard's Defense of the Ancients, or DOTA. Originally a community mod for Warcraft 3, DOTA quickly became a cultural touchstone, particularly in the Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia. Cyber cafes become social hub for these gamers, offering the perfect environment for fast-paced multiplayer games. But this wasn't just a fad. DOTA's popularity took root because of how accessible it was in the region, where PCs weren't a household staple. The complexity of the game and the thirst for competition meant that it was here to stay. By the time League of Legends was launched in 2009, DOTA had already solidified itself as the MOBA of choice in Southeast Asia. For many, it wasn't just a game, it was a way of life. But why couldn't League of Legends break this trend, even though it offered a refined mobile experience? After all, League of Legends is also inspired by this game. In 2010, Riot Games entered into a partnership with Garena, a leading digital services company, to handle the release of League of Legends in Southeast Asia. This was a critical juncture. Garena had a strong foothold in the region and seemed like the right partner to launch Riot's flagship MOBA. But this relationship, once promising, quickly soured. Garena's problem were far-reaching. Their servers were notoriously bad, leading to poor ping rates that crippled the competitive integrity of the game. Players would often log in and only to be greeted with a massive lag, bugs, or complete server crashes. For a game that relied on a real-time precision, this was the death sentence. Garena also introduced a gacha-style system, which was exclusive to the SEA region back then. And also, people are not ready to spend that kind of money for skins for a game that they can play for free. This was seen as a predatory monetization model designed to extract as much revenue from players as possible. The overall experience left a sour taste in its mouths of Southeast Asian gamers, who were already accustomed to a more stable alternative like Dota 2. In 2023, however, Riot Games finally severed its ties with Garena and took over the publishing of League of Legends in SEA. But by then, it was too late. The damage had been done, and the player base had significantly diminished. While League of Legends was struggling on PCs, something massive was happening on mobile devices.
Mobile esports. And guess what? Southeast Asia, they're the ones showing everyone how it's really done.
Yeah, the numbers are pretty wild actually. Millions of viewers are tuning in for these mobile games, you know. Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, Arena of Valor. It's like a whole different world over there.
Seriously.
Southeast Asia saw an explosion in mobile gaming, fueled by widespread smartphone adoption and affordable data plans. In 2016, Chinese game developer Moonton launched Mobile Legends, a mobile MOBA that borrowed heavily from League of Legends' core mechanics. Mobile Legends quickly became a household name. Its simplified mechanics, shorter match durations, and intuitive touch controls made it perfect for Southeast Asian gamers. It was especially popular in countries like Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and even Myanmar, where the internet speeds and access to high-end gaming PCs were often limited. Meanwhile, it is also worth mentioning that Tencent, Riot Games' parent company back then, once approached Riot to create a mobile version of their popular title, League of Legends. Riot declined, saying that the game's experience, quote, couldn't be replicated on smartphones. While Riot Games delayed the release of its mobile adaptation, League of Legends Wild Rift, in 2020, it was 4 years too late. By the time Wild Rift was released, Mobile Legends has established an unshakable foothold in the region. The mobile-first approach allowed Moonton, the developers of Mobile Legends, to dominate the market and even attract sponsors. Riot Games' delay in entering the mobile space is a significant factor in League of Legends' failure to dominate Southeast Asia. Despite eventually releasing Wild Rift, it wasn't with its flaws. Perhaps it was technical issue, perhaps it was fate, perhaps SEA is not one of the regions that Riot Games want to focus. After all, the other titles, like Valorant, are thriving and doing better here. Regardless, as we look ahead, Southeast Asia remains one of the most promising regions for gaming, particularly in mobile space. While League of Legends may never become the dominant force as it hoped to be, Riot Games' failure isn't the end of the story. The region continues to grow and its players at the forefront of mobile gaming revolution that show signs of slowing down.